Reservoir.
Reservoir.
Reservoir?
Reservoir.
뭐?
Reservoir.
웃었어.
잘했어. 내가 웃었어.
Actually, in Korean English, is 구루어리.
Oh, you pronounced that wrong. So it's
For Filipinos, I think it's a bit challenging for us since there are some like certain letters and sounds that we do not have in our native language. So for example, like F sound and then V and also like TH sound.
For me, I think for Indonesians, the hardest part will be like the silent letter. Because like in English, sometimes like it's silent. Some letter are like silent, you don't really like pronounce it. But then in Indonesian language, we pronounce everything. So we just read it like as what is written. So sometimes the silent like silent words, the silent alphabet will be hard for us.
For Indians, I think like we speak English a lot in everyday basis, but compared to like the American and British people, we have a different kind of accent that's an Indian accent. Like what I'm speaking right now is not an Indian accent. We usually speak odd or we usually speak like a very different way. But pronouncing the words may be a little hard. It's not like we can't pronounce it, but maybe a different way to pronounce it.
일본 사람들은 영어를 못해요. 그래서 제일 못하는 사람이 여기 있는데 발음 자체가 아예 달라서 일본인들이 되게 어려워하는 발음은 다인데 특히 R 그리고 L 발음, B, V, TH 일단 모든 것들 어려워합니다.
For Koreans, I think that these days most of Koreans speak English very well. Similar with Japan, we don't have V, F, and R, and L sounds.
Even Z.
Yeah, even Z. So that could be the difficult part.
I think English is hard for everybody. There's so many accents and there's so many different ways, even in the United States, to pronounce something that, you know, I'm from the Northeast, I can go to the South and they'll be like, oh, you pronounced that wrong. So it's a bit hard for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
We need to be confident.
Yeah.
You can even speak wrong, but just be confident.
Yeah, just be confident.
뭔데요 이거 뭐예요? 뭐야 이거?
Fighting.
스워드? 스워드.
Close, close.
This word? Sword.
Close enough. Yeah.
Sword.
Yep.
Sword.
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 We can call that close enough, right?
Sword.
Good. So sword is the right way to put it. The thing that I noticed is the level of D was pronounced differently, like how hard the D sound was. But other than that, the word was still right.
No, it was easy peasy.
오, confident.
Reservoir? Reservoir, is it?
Reservoir.
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 So reservoir. Reservoir.
Reservoir.
This is like a French-based word, so you cut.
French-based.
Reservoir.
Okay. Like in India, we would have said reservoir. I very emphasized on the I, but I'm not so sure. Everybody has different accents. Please don't come at me.
I think Indonesian might pronounce like reservoir because that's how like we usually like pronounce like words. It's just how it's written.
Yeah, us too. It's an English class.
I'm just an English teacher, right?
Reservoir.
Reservoir.
Reservoir?
Reservoir. 뭐? Reservoir.
웃었어.
잘했어. 내가 웃었어.
Maybe give it one more go.
Okay.
Oh no, I feel guilty. That's just so cute. There was definitely some accents across, but I would say all were understandable to like the average American listener.
Oh, this one's easy.
Subtle.
Subtle.
Yeah. Subtle, instead of B, use like D sound. And then the T is gone.
You know, my favorite book is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a
I think like mostly Indonesian will pronounce like subtle.
I think Indians would just say subtle, like with a T, not with a D.
I mean, that's still right.
So we are the same with Indonesian, so we pronounce it like every letter, like subtle.
You got this.
Subtle. That was good.
됐네.
Subtle.
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 이거 먹는 거예요? 아몬드? Actually, for Filipinos, pronunciation is almond, but we kind of like pronounce it as almond.
Okay, so I think the way I heard it a lot growing up was almond, like dropping the L in entirety. But there is like, I've definitely heard other American people throw like that L back and say like almond.
So Indian English is mostly based on British English. We don't follow the American, we follow British. So most of the people would just say almond, like mold, like very precisely on each thing. But I would say almond more.
Almond.
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 Almond. She has the best pronunciation. I think it's the same with Korean people too. Almond.
일본어 아몬드.
Why is it prettier? Oh, this one's gonna be a harder one.
Brewery.
Brewery. Brewery.
Yeah.
Because mostly in Indonesia, when there's like R, we pronounce as like right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
hard for like Indonesian speaker to like brewery because the R is not like you know.
So in India we would say brewery, like R, like really R. Yeah. R.
Actually, in Korean English is brewery.
Brewery.
Isn't it more difficult?
It feels more difficult, yeah.
So if it's in Filipino, so we make the R sound. So it's like brewery.
이거 뭐예요? 맥주 마시는
만들고. Brewery.
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 brewery. 귀엽다. brewery.
It's like so close, but I know some Americans would be like, what?
So I kind of taught this to my friend last couple of days ago. So I know this one. It's entrepreneur.
Oh, entrepreneur.
It's not entrepreneur. I just fought with my friend on this one. Because he kept saying it's like entrepreneur. I'm like, no, it's enter or enter, but not enter.
Yeah. Oh no. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Closer. So like on, trip, and nor.
Entrepreneur.
More T.
More T.
Yeah, like more T sound. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, that was good.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
I would say those all work. Yeah, that's like all totally understandable.
짧은 거. 너무 길어요.
Oh, that one's crazy.
이거 뭐야 또? 부리.
Berry.
에?
Berry.
Think like E, not you. Berry like fruit.
베리? 그 베리?
Yeah, like Betty.
베리?
Yeah.
베리?
Same.
아, 베리. 베리. 오케이.
Yeah, I have no idea the history or where the root of that language would be. Because like English is always adoption of like French, German, like other Celtic languages.
I'm gonna say berry.
Berry.
Yep.
베리?
Yep.
베리.
Yeah. And then?
Berry.
Cool.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, just beat the Like, how did you pronounce it wrong?
I'm not sure. Maybe mischievous?
Pretty close.
Mischievous.
Mischievous. I sound?
Maybe. Mischievous.
Mischievous.
Oh, remove the O. Mischievous.
This is also a French word, so you don't pronounce the OU.
Mischievous.
That was good.
Mischievous.
That was good.
Mischievous.
That was good.
Mischievous?
That was good.
Mischievous.
이거 쉬운 거 아니에요?
Red lorry, yellow lorry. See, this is where the hitting is gonna come in. That's gonna be hard. So like red is more like lip focused and L is more tongue focused.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Quicker? Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red lorry, yellow again. Okay, red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. I think it's like for Japanese and I don't know about Japanese, but Korean like L and R like sounds like kind of the same.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
That's all I was trying to say. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Some of the Indians would say lorry. Like the R is like R, not like R. And they would say red lorry, yellow lorry, like that. But in the way I would say is red lorry, yellow lorry. Because I studied American accent for 4 years.
Slippery snail slid slowly seaward.
Wow.
6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Fun fact, this one's gonna be hard for me too because I have a speech impediment on the letter S. So I'm gonna actually be struggling it too. 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Awesome.
Awesome. 6 slipper. Again? Once again, please. 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Oh.
It was close though.
6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. 공부. 열심히 했어요.
6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Oh, wow, guys, you're so competitive. 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Wow.
Yeah.
선생님, 도와주세요.
She did the best.
She did the best.
6
6
slippery
slippery, 6
Snail.
slippery snail
slid
slid
slowly
slowly
seaward.
seaward. 6 slippery snails
Slid
slid
slowly.
slowly seaward.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little faster and you'd kill it.
6 slippery snails
Well, in India, I would say 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. Like the C word, when we say we don't pronounce the R very strongly, but slippery we would say like R. So we would say C word. But I think every single Indian would be able to pronounce like the English.
So same with Filipino, so this is quite common for us. And then the D sound, so you can hear it like strongly, like C word.
Yeah, I think the C word is actually pronounced differently in every country and accent. How would a Korean say ho?
6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward.
Seaword.
We emphasize all the letters.
Oh.
Japanese too, right?
6 slippery snails 이거 뭐더라?
Slid.
slid slowly seaward.
Yeah, similar. Like really goes hard on the D.
It was easy though. Like also the words, since we learned from the American personally, so I think we were able to rectify if our pronunciation is correct or not. There's like an English test for all of us. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I thought that there's gonna be more like hard like verbs, you know, like something like utilitarianism or something, you know. But then I was like preparing, you know, like it's like surprisingly just like the common words that we actually use in daily life. But then I also just noticed that I actually mispronounce quite much a lot of those words, you know, in daily life. And now I learned the correct way to pronounce it from the native.
I think for me it was mischievous because it's like from French, so it was like whether to add an I or not add an I, mischievous or mischievous. That was kind of the only thing that made me hard, but everything else was like easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
다. 제가 아까 했던 단어들 읽을 수 있는 사람은 정말 많이 없는 것 같아요. 영어를 잘하시더라도.
You know, it just goes to show that even with like tiny differences in pronunciation, you can still very much understand the same word across the board. Those tiny differences don't really matter that much. But everybody got it right away, which is awesome. Like, that's great.
Not really.
Confident guys.
So today we tried to pronounce difficult English words.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye.